A single mom who works with a minimum wage of $7.25 just lost her home due to eviction of not being able to pay her rent. Today we're going to list the pros and cons of having to raise minimum wage, and we're going to give you our overall opinion.
The problem with minimum wage increases is not a new one. We constantly see this issue rise over the years, and the pros and cons continue to be the same. Some of the disadvantages include less jobs, increase in poverty, and an increase in high school dropout rates. The current minimum wage in the U.S. is $7.25 per hour. However, few businesses actually pay their employees the minimum. Before, more than half of the states in the U.S. have higher minimum wage. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, the lowest paying jobs pay more than $11 an hour. And most of these workers are high school students or college students working part-time. And we see these students gradually move to higher paying jobs over time. Having businesses pay their low wage workers more cause them to employ their less workers. It is projected this will cause more skilled teenagers leaving school to displace lower skilled workers from their jobs. This contributes to higher rates of unemployment, and unemployed people just don't benefit from increased wages. Increasing minimum wage has shown to have less benefit toward poverty line. Many that initially lose their jobs during this time may find themselves unemployed indefinitely. Consequently, increasing minimum wage may lead to an overall lower average household income.
Now that we listed some cons, some pros is gonna help close the gap between the rich and poor, decrease crime rate, boost the economy, and it will also help make family ends meet. A study from UT Austin shows that 40% of all Texas workers get paid less than $15 an hour, and we also have the highest poverty rate from the whole country. Also, raising the wage benefits people of color, including African Americans and Hispanics. Nearly 31% of African Americans will benefit, and Hispanics will benefit 26% due to unequal wages, due to discrimination, and based on their color. In 2019, Hispanics get paid 10.9% less than your average white workers, and African Americans get paid 14.1% less than your average white American workers, which shows that there is unequal pay in the working force. Okay, and it shows that 22.2 African women and Hispanics women are going to benefit from this raise, as well as more than 59% of just women benefit from raising minimum wage, even though male are the majority of the workforce. One of the main reasons just minimum wage of $7.25 is not enough is due to the increases of houses, rent, food. Increasing the wage would benefit all workers by increasing their income by $3,300, and for people of color, which includes African Americans, Hispanics, Native Americans, it will increase it by $3,500, especially for women.
Now that we've listed our pros and cons, I'm going to give you our overall opinion on why we believe the minimum wage should be increased. So the first reason why we believe minimum wage should be increased is due to inflation. So the United States has not been keeping up to date with the inflation rate, and the last time the minimum wage was increased was in 2009. So it's obviously been like a decent amount of time since then. The rate was set at $7.25, and the dollar had an average inflation rate of 2.35% between the years 2009 and today, producing a cumulative price of increase of 38.34%. This means that today prices are 1.38 times as high as average prices since 2009. This is all according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics Consumer Price Index. Another reason that we believe minimum wage should be increased is because it'll cut government programs. When government programs are cut, it causes the government to use less taxpayers' dollars. Workers who earn the minimum wage lean on government programs for financial assistance to survive. If the United States would increase minimum wage from $7 to 25 cents per hour to $15 per hour, it would increase over 40 million workers' wages in the United States. Although the current minimum wage of $7.25 per hour is below the poverty line for a single parent with one child, earning $10 per hour is above the poverty line. If the U.S. was to raise the minimum wage, it would narrow the gap between the rich and the poor. According to the CBO, if we raise the minimum wage to $10.10 per hour, it would bring 900,000 people out of poverty. So overall, increasing the minimum wage is important not only for economic stability for families, but also for the overall economy. The minimum wage is so low that a full-time worker cannot afford to feed their family and must rely on programs such as the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program to make ends meet. Raising the minimum wage so that families are economically more self-sufficient would reduce government spending, saving billions of dollars just over 10 years. In conclusion, the main reasons why we believe minimum wage should be increased in the United States in the upcoming years include being able to keep up with inflation rates and being able to cut government programs. A sufficient way that this could be done would be by increasing it in increments each year. In the next year, the minimum wage could be increased to $9.50, going up $1.50 each year for the next 5 years.